or old or sick, or maybe it's a lot of females roaming around who are somewhat unorganized, and that male will try to group them into what's called a clique or harem. Why do prey animals do this? To build their populations up. They lose a considerable... Yeah, so two things. One, you guys notice over here this one that's got a lot of extra saliva coming out of her mouth. That's Kalula. She was born up here in 2004. The Animal Planet, we're over here on the left. The Animal Planet came up and they filmed a documentary called Growing Up Giraffe, which they showed that for years. I call Kalula the two-shower giraffe. And she's going to give you a shower and you're going to want to go take one after you've been around her a while. But she's producing, that's overproducing the saliva, and they produce saliva, but she has an overactive salivary gland. I'm going to get out of the way of these guys here. Decided to show off a little bit for you.
Yeah.
I guess so we know. Ngava's the man up here.
Well, I would assume.
He is the man. Zebra comes in second. So these are what we call southern white rhinos. Ngava's about 26. She's about 16. They're pretty young. They can live mid to late 40s, so they're pretty young animals. They are. It's just hard to focus, isn't it? They're about 6,000 pounds. He's going to do his exercises now. He has to do his lifts. And so they're about 6,000 pound animals. They're not white, so why was a rhino called a white rhino when it's not white? It has a lot to do with the Dutch. The Dutch were the early colonizers of the southern part of Africa. So when they saw animals, they were using their Dutch language to describe them. When they looked at these guys, they looked at the lower part of its mouth, which is square and wide. W-I-D. So the Dutch called them the wide-mouthed rhino. The only problem with that, 6,000 pound animal can run 30 to 35 miles an hour.
Seriously?
That is a bad combination because you have an enormous animal here that can run really fast and they can't see where the heck they're going. So they run and crash right through things all the time. They crash through trees, shrubs, and bushes. So a big group of rhinos is referred to as a crash of rhinos. A big group of giraffes, they're called journeys or towers of giraffes. In a little bit here, we're going to go up and see some zebras. They live in what's called a dazzle of zebras. Everybody has a funny nickname. The one I like the best is the flamingo one. They live in what's called a flamboyance of flamingo. They also don't drop anchor wherever they want to.